Hey guys, so this is Minnie. I think most of you have met her already, but she's pretty cute. She poops in the house all the time though, so I don't really like her that much. She smells so good though. That's a bonus. But just know, Minnie, that if it were up to me, I'd throw you out. I'd throw you out. I'd do it. And they're always stealing my bed, these dogs. Anyway, last night I went to bed at 8 o'clock, like an elderly woman, and so I got up at 6 this morning. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm not really sure what I want to do for my video, but I think I thought of something that might be alright. I decided I would talk to you all about my favorite books, and I was going to organize them into some sort of organized pile, but then they started piling up and it wasn't organized. So I'm just gonna grab from the pile and see what's next. Okay, first off, this is pretty exciting news. As a child, I read this book called The Magic Pudding, and I kept telling people about it because I wasn't really sure if it was a real memory or if I just made up this sort of mashed up vision of magic pudding, koala bears, and wombats. It's real. It's a real book, and I found it. You can't read backwards, but it says Magic Pudding. The Magic Pudding, yes. It's amazing. Basically, it is full of Australian wit and rhyme and pudding that can be any kind of pudding and magically reappear as amazing. So, you can borrow it after I'm done. Next, I already talked about Spectrum, but, it's amazing. Moving on. Comic. I have, Lucifer. I don't actually have the entire series of this comic book. I have number 5 randomly because I was reading it in the library and they didn't have number 5 and I just needed to read it and so I just got volume 5. But it's amazing. It's a spin-off from Neil Gaiman's, or is it Gaiman? I don't even know. His Sandman series. Lucifer's character appears in it and they made an entire series about him, and it's amazing, and it's hilarious, and Lucifer is amazing. I said it. Not ashamed. I thought it before, let's be honest. Okay. Kurosaki Corpse Delivery Service, also amazing. If you don't like manga, you haven't read enough manga, because, there's a lot of crappy manga out there, but then there's a lot of crappy comic books, too. You just have to find the right one. This one is it's so unique, and really, really messed up. So, warning. Don't read this if you don't like, dead bodies coming back to life, fathers who keep their daughters' corpses secretly hidden away in their house so that they can molest it. It's twisted. I'll give you that. Moving on to a children's book. The Woodcutter and the Most Beautiful Tree. It's not really I just think it's pretty, to be honest. And it's just so sweet. I have a broad range of things that I like. I can go from necrophilia to children's books in a second. It's probably not a good thing. I keep them very separate. Moving on. I have also an amazing children's book. This was made by a couple in Ann Arbor whose names are Philip C. Stead and illustrated by Aaron E. Stead. And it's amazingly illustrated, it's well written as well, but I'm here for the drawings, let's be honest, and so are the children. It's she did these prints, and then all of these are prints, and then she drew over them in pencil. They're fantastic, and it won a Caldecott medal. So that's impressive. I have this book. This is a Botany for Artists book. To be honest, there's so much information in here that I have not even read it thoroughly. But it has amazing art, and it's all about drawing plants, and for a few weeks I thought that I was maybe I'll be a botanical illustrator, and then I realized, they have photographers for that. So, but I still like drawing plants. Yeah. And then here is James Jean's Rebus. It's amazing. It has gilded red. That's fantastic. Plus, it's filled with art by James Jean, which is even more fantastic. I mean, more fantastic than Gilded Red Pages. Yep. You can't really see the art in these books. I'm just trying to show you guys. If you actually want to see these books, I have them. You'll have to come visit me. That's not an offer to you, Internet. That's an offer to my friends. Anyway. Okay, on to these books. Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I'm going to continue to say Neil Gaiman because I think that's how you pronounce it. He must have been made fun of so much. Maybe not. Maybe that's something that they only really do in America. Don't really know. Anyway, Good Omens. It is the perfect combination of these two authors, and it's just so funny, and it's about heaven and hell, and to be honest, I kind of forgot. I have a terrible, terrible memory. I remember that I loved it, though, and I'll probably reread it again, so I have that. Next book, Metamorphosis. It is by Ovid, it is a classic, and it is so messed up. I mean, I read Greek myths. Is it Roman now? I don't know. Whatever. I read these myths, or had them told to me as a child, and they did not tell me a lot of things, and also so messed up, but also hilarious to read. Quick story. No, I don't even have time to go over myths. If you want me to tell you a myth, I might have to just save that for next time. Moving on. Smoke and Mirrors, also by Neil Gaiman. You know, I do like him, but I prefer his short stories, I think. Like, I read The Sandman, and I thought it was good, but I preferred Lucifer. I thought it had more character in general. I don't know. Anyway. This is awesome. He also has another book called Fragile Things, which is right here. And they're both just collections of short stories and poems by him, and they're all very interesting and strange, and I really like short stories, I think, just because I feel like a lot of the story is kind of left up to the reader. I like writing short stories too, though I'm lazy, and when I don't write them so much now. When I did, I would just kill off anyone important so I didn't have to end it properly. I'd be like, and then she dies. It's very sad, but it was a short story, so you're not really that attached to her character anyway. But I've grown since then. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, and Life of Pi. It is a fantastic book. I haven't seen the movie yet because I'm afraid it just might overwhelm me and I just can't handle good movies. But this is a great book. I had it assigned to me for an English class. And I loved it. It was amazing. Yep. And I think that's all I have. Would you like to see Minnie again? I feel like I should apologize to her. Ugh. Minnie! Minnie! Where are you? She probably doesn't care. I'm sorry, Minnie. I'll see you next week!